Hey everybody, welcome to this tutorial on how to start a blog on Squarespace. So what I've done is I've signed up for a free trial with Squarespace, and what I'm going to do is, if you're not aware about how to do that, I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm just going to open a new window here. And we're going to go to squarespace.com. And this is, of course, if you have not already done so. If you don't have a Squarespace account, if you already do, you don't have to go through this. So we're going to click Start a Free Trial. We are going to choose a template. So I'm not going to take a lot of time on this, but you can go through all these templates if you want. So I'm going to choose 5, let's say. So we're going to click where it says Start with 5. So that means the name of the template. So start with Hayden, start with Rally. So I'm going to click Start with 5. And then what it's going to do, it's going to ask you to sign up for a free trial. So just going to very quickly enter some information here. And remember, you only have to do this if you don't have a Squarespace account already. Okay, so, messed that up. That's what happens when you try to type fast. There we go. Okay, now we have our free Squarespace trial, 14-day trial, so you can try it, build your website, work on it, and then if you like it, great, you're good to go. So we're going to click Start here. Then it'll ask you quickly what your website is about. Let's say it's a home and living website. Let's say you're a home stager, for example. We're going to click Next. And let's say you want to sell services online. We're going to click Next. It's going to ask you for a quick bit of information here, such as a quick description and a site title. And there we go. Okay, so now we have our website. If we click on Pages, it comes with some pre-populated pages, okay? And what we want to do here, so I'm going to close this window and I'm going to go back to this one, because this particular one that I set up first does not have a blog on it. Okay, so you see under info, we have residences, amenities. These are all pre-populated, pre-designed websites, but you'll notice that there is no blog. Okay, so what we're going to do is, and we want this blog to appear in the main navigation, in the main menu. So beside main navigation, we're going to click the little plus sign. And you can see many different types of pages that you can create a simple page. You can create a product, a cover page, a new folder, photo album, etc. But one of the options here is blog. So we're going to click on blog. Okay, and it's going to ask you for a page title, so we're going to call it blog. We're going to hit enter. Okay, and now you'll see that blog appears on your menu. Now, what if we want the blog to go in a different place? So we're going to go back here to our list of pages. And remember, your pages are all going to be your own pages, whatever you call them. Okay, these are just sample pages created by Squarespace. So all we have to do, let's say you want blog to go between availabilities and contact. We're just going to drag blog down to there. And now you can see that our blog menu item has moved. Perfect. Now, when we are ready to create a blog post, okay, so you've got your blog page. If we click on that right now, nothing is there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a blog post. So I'm going to click on blog, and now we have this heading blog. We have all drafts, review, and scheduled. So the great thing about Squarespace is that you can post a blog post immediately. You can save it as a draft to work on it over time. You can schedule it to be released at a certain time. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a blog post to go up and go live right now. So we're going to click on the plus sign to add a post. And we're going to click on a title, My First Blog Post on Squarespace. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to write our blog post. This is my blog post. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more to that. And it's going to be much more in-depth than that. But so that is basically a very, very short blog post. Okay, so what we can do now is if we click the plus sign down here, let me do that again, bottom right corner, because you're going to want an image, you're going to want a picture. So we're going to click plus, and we are going to add an image. Okay, and you can add an image from your own website, from your own computer. You can add an image from Getty Images, as you can see there. So let's click Add an Image, and I'm going to go to my downloads where I have a few images here, and I am going to add an image of this computer here. So I'm going to click Open, and it's going to add the image, and down here I can write a caption for this image or whatever. Once you get into Squarespace, I'm not going to go into it here, but you can move stuff around and all that sort of thing as well, resize images, etc. So what I want to do is I want to allow comments. So I'm going to click here where it says comments off. Okay. I'm going to save my changes first, and then I'm going to turn comments on. Okay, so comments are now enabled. I'm going to click OK. And let's say now that I've decided, okay, right now it's going to be saved as a draft. Let's say I'm ready to publish it. I'm going to click where it says draft, and I'm going to choose published as the setting. I'm going to save. And now here's our new blog post on our Squarespace website. Okay, what if I want to look at that as a full screen kind of thing? So we're going to go back to pages here, and if you go up here just above the site title, you get this little arrow, and if we click on that, it will go full screen, and you can see what it's going to look like. And then as you add your posts, the newest post will be on top, the older posts will be pushed down. So there we go. We have added a blog to our new Squarespace website. Very simple. Play with it, mess around with it. You have 14 days before you have to pay any money to Squarespace. So if you figure out within that 14 days that it's not for you, you can move on to a different provider or whatever. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I would be happy to help out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to add a brand new blog to your Squarespace website.